my name is Bernadeta Hodkova and I have Denise here again to ask me some questions. My first video now you heard was about holistic regression therapy, and this one's going to be more about spiritual regression between life. So Denise.
Bernadeta, I read in your webpage also about the spiritual regression. So what is the spiritual regression and what is the difference from the regression therapy?
The regression therapy is a therapy, it's meant for healing. The spiritual regression is more to find where you came from. So the spiritual regression between lives, and it basically connects you with your own higher self and your soul. And you are able to see from the soul perspective who you are and what you're doing here down on earth. So people often come with questions, why am I here? What is my purpose in life? Why do I have this family? Why do I have these things happening in my life? And the way we work, we are able to find those answers that are coming from the soul wisdom.
And you do again with the hypnosis?
It's also with hypnosis. It's actually a much deeper state of hypnosis than for the past life recall. And so the introduction is also longer. And then we go into a past life that is most related, most important. I always leave the higher self of you to choose which one or where to go. And through that we go through a past life death and basically observe what's happening afterwards.
I see.
So it is your journey. I accompany you again, and but the discovery is all yours.
So you ask different questions.
I just ask you really to find out what there is for you. In that state, when you're so in such a deep trance, your analytical mind is observing, but not doing anything except for observing and looking that everything is fine. But it is very difficult to ask questions at the same time and searching the answers. So therefore, I ask the questions for you, so you have all the time, all the space there to
and just I am talking what I see.
Yes.
With your questions.
Yeah.
So if it is more deep, then when I am awake, I don't remember.
You do.
I remember.
You do remember. These sessions are much longer. They are between 4 to 6 hours long. It's not a thing that you can just do like this. You need a little bit of training for relaxation to do for yourself. Sometimes even things that might block needs to be deblocked first, and then you are able to enter this deep trance.
And do you advise to the clients before coming to your session to search about this kind of therapies, or better to come without knowing anything? This is better.
Exactly. Yeah. Coming out of curiosity for me is the best thing, really.
Then maybe people are more released or relaxed in session.
Yeah. When they have expectations, when they read something and they expect things, but things don't have to develop for them the same way as they read in the books. There are always things that are more important for them, related personally to them, than what they read in the books. So it depends on every client. Every client is different. I would, if you don't mind, if it's okay, I would like to just tell you how the session looks like.
Yes, please.
Discover that.
Yes, please.
So first, then we find relevant past life. We go through the past life death, and then we observe how the soul gradually detaches itself from the body and from the earth plane, and what's happening afterwards. And through in that state where they come through the stages that are always the same. For people that had no previous experience, no previous knowledge about it, all these experiences are the same. So they go out of body, they leave the earth plane, then they get some kind of a healing, and they see how they were I would say, polluted by the energy of earth, so all the negative stuff, and it starts coming off them, and they are being filled by the rest of their soul energy, and receive healing to restore themselves. the communication and the level of trance also differs. So when people talk to me in past life, they talk in a normal voice. When they come to the state of healing out there somewhere, their voice goes much quieter. They are much more quieter, and they absolutely enjoy that. And I mean, always the leaving the earth plane is a big relief for everybody. And they're receiving the healing is really, really very pleasant for them. And then I generally let them describe whatever there is for them. So very often they meet what we call soul group, but it's just friends, soul friends that they know. And sometimes they show themselves as just like vibration or color, and you are able to recognize who is who. It's like you tuned into them, and it's like the person is next to you. These are people that are in you, with you in this life, and they were with you in the past life as well. And you start recognizing what you were doing. And then the stages are different, and we come to out of space and time. And there I ask the questions according to what the clients really wanted to know. Very often we meet with higher beings of intelligence and huge love. And people always describe it with a smile in their face. Sometimes they're coming out of their eyes because they are so overwhelmed with love, and throughout, the love goes throughout them. And they meet these beings and their spirit guides. They call them different names. It doesn't matter, you know. Not everybody's familiar with the expressions. The better for me. I mean, I really like the way people are authentic when they are having their own experiences.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. So it's very emotional, these sessions.
It's like very happy session. It's not emotional like
I mean, in that way,
it's very enlightening session. I would say really. Yeah, and then with during the other phases of this spiritual regression between lives, it's between lives. So we also have a look about on the circumstances of when you were born, why you were born, why to this family, why those parents. And what is very often a surprise for people, that they discover that they chose their family, that they chose their parents. They see why. They see the past lives they had before. They see why they are incarnated here together, what they are teaching and learning one another, and what they are supporting and challenging one another. And they have this knowledge, they see this knowledge, they comprehend the whole picture. So you can imagine coming from that state and coming down, you just know. And you are so much more filled with love and comprehension. We still play the games down here anyway, but it's more like a game, like games. We are not so serious because we know that we are all connected with this huge unconditional love above, that it exists, and you sort of bring it down with you.
So you actually some kind of, you find the reasons why you are this moment with this situation, surrounded with these people, so you find the questions, answers.
Answers for your questions. And it can be any questions, you know, about your work, about relationship, about do I buy the house, am I gonna move out, what about my children, you know, anything really, you can ask anything.
So about future also
yes, what are your directions, what would you what would be best for you, how to get rid of overweight or stuff like this, and the answers are always there.
So this is like if for example the regression therapy was more like a healing, as I understand what I had the problems physically or mentally. But spiritual regression is a little bit different.
It's knowing. It's having a look at your life from above and seeing the bigger picture.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
I am also looking forward for this.
Yes, you're gonna do that.